Week 9 of the high school football season. Dave, doesn't seem like yesterday that it was too hot for football, and now all of a sudden it's Week 9. Who's your headliner for this week?
Well, I think I'm going to go with Wes Carlock. He's a junior running back at Beardstown. Beardstown 6-2. They're back in the playoffs for the first time since '06.
Wow.
Wes last week they had a pretty big win against Bushnell Prairie City in the conference they're in right now. Anyway, he scored 3 touchdowns, rushed for 213 yards, and he scored the game winner with about 2 minutes left. That secured, Beardstown a 6-2 record. He's part of kind of a 3-man, kind of a triple option attack, the quarterback, and all 3 of them are juniors, and they've all gained 500 to 600 yards. So they're good this year, and they'll probably be even better next year.
Going again in Beardstown.
That's
good.
they've been down for a little while. Yeah. So yeah.
A couple of our big games this week in Week 9. Most of the races determined. The old Pawnee-Auburn rivalry, the War on 104, whatever they call that, War on Route 4. This is it. They're playing a lot at stake because Auburn's got the undefeated season. Pawnee's got they're already in good position to make the playoffs, but there's a lot of history in Pawnee versus Auburn.
Yeah. I mean, the way it looks, barring something unforeseen, I think it is going to be the last time they meet each other, at least for a while in football, just because of conference situations and other things. They've played every year, though, since 1951. They played a little bit back in the 20s and 30s also. And Auburn overall has dominated the series for the most part, although Dave Bates, the current Auburn coach, remembered in the 1970s when Bob Dixon was the coach at Pawnee. Pawnee had a really good stretch there where they won it like 5 or 6 years in a row.
Great athletes. That's what kind of I remember Al Taylor taking the basketball coaching job at Pawnee because they had the power plant down there, and that seemed to be a booming place at that time in the 70s.
Yeah, and they are back on the upswing football wise, but Pawnee now is a 1A
real
football
small
program, and whereas Auburn is 3A, but they are going to play each other at least one more time Friday night.
The other big one that we could talk about is Pana and Hillsboro. Pana kind of came out of nowhere, hasn't been really a great factor lately. Hillsboro's been good for a long time, but talk about that one, Pana and Hillsboro, South Central.
Yeah, Payne is 7-1. They're going to make the playoffs for the third year in a row, but last year was when they really made a nice run. Hillsboro, they are out of the playoffs now, but they lost a very close game to Carlinville last week. They lost a couple other very close games. So, I still have a feeling it's going to be a really good matchup, although
Hillsboro always finds a way to make it tough for everybody.
Well, and although Payne's registered 3 or 4 shutouts, they've been very ball controlled on offense, but defense they've been pretty stingy. But I just think, Hillsboro, this is their last game, so they're going to throw everything into it. So it should be a pretty good matchup.
Let's take a quick look. Saturday night is playoff night, playoff pairings night. Quickly go down some of the conferences. Sangamo, who's the champion there?
Auburn is your champion.
Auburn's the champion. Who's going to be in the playoffs?
You're looking like definitely Auburn, definitely Williamsville. They only have 1 loss. Very likely Athens. Athens is 5-3. They should win Friday night, so they'll be 6-3. New Berlin right now 4-4, but they play Mount Olive. They should beat Mount Olive, and New Berlin should have enough playoff points. So I believe we're looking at those 4 out of the Sangamo.
Okay, Prairie State. Who's got the championship there?
North Mac. North Mac is your champion.
Okay.
And they won a couple close games the last couple weeks. We're also looking at Staunton and looking at Pawnee, and I believe that's. I hope I'm not leaving anybody. I think those are your 3 out of the Prairie State to make the playoffs.
What's the South Central race look like? Well, who's got there's Jungle at the top?
Well, yeah, it is. Going into this final week, you've got Pana and Carlinville and Greenville all with 1 loss apiece. It's very conceivable it could end up in a 3-way tie.
Because Carlinville beat Pana, Pana beat Greenville, Greenville beat Carlinville.
Right, yeah. So, and I don't know in terms of who's the conference representative, what their tie-breaking thing is exactly, but you could have a 3-way tie there. One thing I forgot to mention about the Prairie State, Kincaid is 4-4. They could beat Riverton tomorrow night, but it's going to be uncertain whether Kincaid's going to have enough playoff points. I did leave them out. If nothing else, if they do win, that'll be their first winning season since about 1995. But I know they'd obviously like to make the playoffs, but the playoff points look a little iffy for the Ponies.
And our last conference we're going to talk about, what's the WIBC? two divisions of the WIBC. Who are the two division winners?
Well,
Brown County and Carrollton.
Carrollton, yeah,
Okay.
and ironically, in the South, Carrollton is 4-4 overall. Well, I'm drawing a blank on who they finish up with Friday night. They should finish 5-4, but they are the conference, champions.
Mm-hmm.
Greenfield should make it out of the. They're 5-3. They have to play Brown County, so that'll be tough. But even at 5-4, they'll have enough playoff points. So I think you're looking at Carrollton and Greenfield, and I think possibly Hardin Calhoun out of the South. Well, I'd have to double check. But in the North, obviously, you have Brown County and Routt and Triopia. They'll all be in Class 1A.
All right.
So, and that's what we're looking at. And like you said, it's hard to believe it's week 9 already.
And next week we'll talk about how who got in the playoffs, who they play, and we'll have all kinds of stories leading up to that. So come back next week for more.